Hello guys, how are you doing? This is great here because I think every time I travel, there's always one thing that obviously capture my attention. And this week I was in a country called the Pearl of Africa, right? I don't know if you heard about this country, Pearl of Africa. If not, I'm going to tell you everything about it, and I'm going to talk to you about what actually struck my mind in here and share that with you. And you let me know what you think. So, have you been to another country recently? So, what did you get? But let me tell you what I could get. So, basically, that's on my last day of my stay here. So, traveling soon. But I thought, let me capture at least fresh impression that I have from this country. Yeah. So, apologies, no, just so a little bit casually apologize, but hey, I need to capture that for you. So, definitely, guys, stay tuned. Hello, guys. This is Tony again. So always happy to have you here. And yeah, what we do very simple. We raise awareness about renewables energy in Africa and the rest of the world in general. And if you are a project developer, if you're an EPC company, if you are an investor or a supplier, say, hey, I want to tap into Africa. This is great, right? And we want to support you. And I know, especially talking from the country where I'm the pearl of Africa, so that you know, usually there are two key questions that people want to solve. Number one, how can I reduce my business development cost? And number two, how can I fast track access to customer? And at Renewables in Africa, we can definitely help, right? Because what we've done is we've developed awareness packages which allow you to go through that. It's free thing that they give you. Number one, it's giving you visibility, but to who? To the people that matter the most to you, your customer, right? So people that buy your product, your service, participate in your program. And from that visibility that we will help you to get, so you get as well, access to qualified leads. And when you get a qualified lead, obviously you're not far from the sales. So that's what we're talking about in here, right? I'm very happy to help you with that. So if that speaks to you, definitely reach out to me. So send me that DM or that link, and I will talk to you with pleasure. So now let me now come back to the impression that I wanted to capture for you, so that I share that with you. So yes, basically this week I was in a country called Pearl of Africa. So some of you who travel in East Africa will know which country I'm talking about. I'm talking about Uganda, Kampala, and that's where I was. And I personally, first of all, let me say that I love traveling. I don't know for you, but that's definitely one of the perks of the job that I've given myself. It's traveling, going to different countries, and finding out how Africa could be at the same time, similar but so diverse. There's always something that you're learning, and I've learned a lot, definitely. And that's my first time here in Uganda, in Kampala more specifically. So I have eyes all wide open, just like every kid, exciting. And but I was coming here for a very specific purpose, right? This wasn't, I would say, tourist trip. No, it was a business trip. Yeah, and it's a business trip, and most likely I'll have to come back. I believe the the purpose of the meeting went well, and obviously we're working with one of our clients. So in this case, so I think if you've been checking my LinkedIn, you know which client is all about, right? They are into the e-mobility business, and that's what they do. So yeah, actually, as I talk to you, there's somebody calling me. Let me just say, yeah. Uh, Let me just send a message to him. Sorry, it just happened live. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, yes, but just send that message. Apologies, right? So it wasn't planned to have this meeting, but like I say, I'm catching that because I just have a few hours and I need to go out because I want to maximize keeping meeting people that I know. But I'm in part of Africa, Uganda, Kampala. And the one thing that captured me, and that was actually the purpose of my visit, I was coming to talk to the client, the e-mobility client. I can tell you the name is Watu. I don't think they mind me talking about that. And yeah, we were working on a carbon footprint assessment, right? So that's what we did. So the first step, and I think the workshop went well. I had a chance to visit their facility, brilliant, fantastic. But what I really want to say is, I was impressed and shocked to find out to what extent, motorbikes really own this country, especially this city. I wouldn't say the country, I haven't visited the country, but the city, Kampala, they are everywhere. Those motorbike, borders, that's how we call them here. They're really everywhere, right? You can't do without them. When you obviously circulate in the street, you have them coming from everywhere. That's the main way people use to travel. And it's really embedded in the culture. And what is actually very interesting is the companies of Watu have been really pioneering. So financing for access to those vehicles, or asset financing. That's what they do here, and clearly you could see that it's very much needed because when sometimes we're talking about you know financing needed to get things to grow to develop the continent, we sometimes think that okay, that's just again another those tag phrases that we hear. No, it's definitely, and it makes a real change when the solution is well packaged, which I believe the company Watu has achieved. So I was able to see that for myself. So to engage with those drivers or riders, I want to call them, and to see how much it's important. The motorbike really helps them to change the game for their life, for their families, because I was told that every motorbike driver, rider supports other six people in his family, including himself. So you could see, and actually, there's really a lot. And apparently, not apparently, so Uganda, it's with regard to motorbike, the biggest market in East Africa. In Uganda, so we have about 50 million people, a little bit more than that, I believe, right? And no other country come close to that in East Africa. The equivalent, if you want to see that, you have to travel to West Africa. That's where we know obviously it's quite huge. There, country like Benin, Togo, so you see that Cameroon, yeah, they do see that. Um, it really own. And what was actually very obvious because the exercise that we're doing is all about carbon footprint assessment, helping the company to figuring out so how much emission they are producing, and from there working out what could be measure that it would take to reduce or decarbonize their fleet or their business, right? So that's just the first step that we do. I'm sure there's many other things that we need to do, but like I say, it's really embedded into the culture, into the people, right? And what was also very interesting is there is a real interest here, genuine interest for electric bikes, because I've been to the warehouses of Watos, talked to people, I've seen that there's really affluence of people, right? So it's really, really impressive. I think more than ever, I'm convinced that those electric bikes, yeah, it will just grow and grow. In fact, I know that many players in the sector, what to include it, sometimes may be restricted by supply issue because the demand is there. The demand is there and it's really pushing. So I still stand by and saying that when we come to electric vehicles, yes, cars will definitely make their way into the continent, but not at the pace of electric motorbike. And for obvious reason, electric motorbike is no more accessible. The barrier for entry is low as well. And also just you talk about the you know transport in the country, the circulation. So as you see, a lot of cities, big cities in Africa, are very congested because a lot of people population. There's an urbanization issue on the continent because people leave in the rural areas to come to the cities to find better opportunities for themselves, for their families. So as a result of that, but the infrastructure, especially the roads, so we're still a little bit behind the continent developing in the right infrastructure to obviously to free the city centers. So you see a lot of traffic jam. I think that's very common when you go to Kampala, Nairobi, so Lagos, Accra. The same story, right? Very congested. So you would understand as well why people as well went to the don't have time to just move around with with border borders, right? So it's just very quick, and I could really see that. And more importantly, the electric bikes clearly, like I said, it's impressive. I think you got to see that for yourself. You got to see that. So, just here in a small hotel, not far from where the headquarters, the HQ is for Watu. But yeah, it was good for me to see that, to talk to people, to engage. So you got to do that. And I'm saying to investors, and I'm also have direct conversation to investor here. Look at me, eyes in the eyes. I'm just gonna say, yeah, this sector will grow and it's growing. And if you were not interested by that, I'm telling you, you may be missing out a huge opportunity here. The interest is there. Yeah, so there wouldn't be any problem with the demand. The demand is there. Why? Because not only it makes sense environmentally, but that's not people even see. First of all, economically, by switching to electric bikes, these guys essentially they cut down their obviously the cost significantly and increase their revenue. So it's a no-brainer for them. Yeah. So and also there's a lot of other benefits in the sense that the ride is smoother. It doesn't make noise. People really are into it. That's what I'm here to tell you. It's possible to come on the ground. Don't just stay in office. I'm not saying that you do that necessarily. Everybody. I'm just saying, but I'm encouraging you just to come on the ground, engage with the people, talk. There's a real appetite here. Yeah. So there's many players like the Watu and so on and so forth. So I really hope that my voice will be added for you to see that. So yeah. So we'll see if I can add at some point some videos. I don't know if I have some videos that I can share in here of I think I've shared already some videos of of that I've captured in my trip. Showing the Watu motorcycle. Yeah, so that's to say, I really want to encourage you to come around and just to make sure that you could see that for yourself and see how you can help the people. I think they will be very grateful. I think they will be very grateful. So there's, as I say, a lot of people. So let me see if I can share a small video. So that's uh, one second. So as you could see, so I wasn't fully prepared for this video. I'm really sorry about that, but it's good for me to show at least what things look like. I just want to share my screen, and what I want to do, I want to share with you this video, which we could see. If I go for my entire screen, I share that. Yeah, it makes it easy. Or maybe window. Oh yeah, go for the window. Share. Yeah, that's my. Yeah. So look at that. Look at that. That's a brilliant picture. Brilliant video that I'm taking. Like it, really. Yeah, you've seen? Okay, excellent. So I think I've just shared that quick picture for you to get a sense as to my career. So that's one of the area here. But yeah, that's what struck me. So those motorbike to see how much they dominate the transport system in here, how much they embedded in the culture. That's the second point I want to say. And the third point, electric bike really making their way into the market. The demand is growing. I'm pretty much sure next year it will double, triple. And fourth point, a plea to investors to say, hey guys, this is an opportunity, a real one, a serious one. And there's all type of innovation. I've already seen a number of business model that, especially in terms of the battery, battery swapping, battery, lease. So yeah, there's all type of business that are developing there. I just want to say, if you're not watching this sector, hey, you can only cry for yourself later. So that's what I'm just gonna say to finish up. But as usual, delighted to talk to you and report to you what I see from the market. And I'm hoping that I've contributed a little bit to give you a little bit of idea. So if you want to talk to me, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Send me a DM. So Tony at renewables in Africa.com. Be more than happy to have conversation with you. But hey guys, that's what we're all about. Let's continue to change the picture and change the future or shape the future with the people of this continent. Guys, you have a brilliant afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching me as usual. Don't forget, you like, you comment, share people there. You guys said, oh, sorry, I don't like to say I don't look great, but hey, just wanted to capture that for you. Take care, guys. Bye bye.